Welcome to the Air It Out show. Pink Panther, cotton candy taking over your radio. Bringing on the ground to the front, listen up. Entertaining your ears, air it out, girls, we here.
You are now tuned into the Air It Out show. From R&B to movies, yeah, we got all the info.
This is Miss Cherry telling you the word, air it out, girls, giving shout outs to those who deserve. It's the Air It Out show. Welcome to the Air It Out show. Pink Panther, cotton candy taking over your radio. Bringing on the ground to the front, listen up. Entertaining your ears, it's the Air It Out show.
From the top, you already know where we gonna be at in the end with Bong Grill. Look it up, 4832 Broadway, Washington Heights. Boy, that's where we going tonight. That ugly sweater party. Let's go, man, bring it up crazy out there. Let's do it. That boy L-Flow from Melflex is here too. I'm about to get on my alley. I'm about to get on my alley. What are you doing over here? That is the official reggae breaker, boy. Those are the drum leaders. This the Ali shit, man. Let's do it. I say.
That Muhammad Ali, that Muhammad Ali. Beat the pussy, say my name right. You gon' learn tonight. I'ma teach you. With some Muhammad Ali. Walk on water like Jesus. Cut your ear up like Peter. I'm a guy that shuts out the deep.
Let's do it.
Keep all the speech. No, my team, we not speakers. Put up, get right, or get left like with my fresh slice, not pizza. Up top game with Mama Mia. My neck dripping diarrhea. I kept shitting, you slept, listen, go get missing. I said, that Muhammad Ali shit. That Muhammad Ali shit.
Let's do it.
Stand for what I believe in.
Even if it costs me my freedom.
I've been down, but I risen. Man, I see these honey listens. Trying to blur me my vision. But no worry, I get them. That Muhammad Ali shit. That Muhammad Ali shit. Told I wasn't gonna be yo, don't get off me, man.
Y'all wanna hear the rest of that? Y'all gotta get to that Audio Mac, man. Search up Those Are the Drum Dealer, man. Get that new album, man. Mostly just loops and raps is on there and all that good stuff. We got our special guest in the building. Let's get to him right now. Why not?
Shout out to Those Are the Drum Dealer. Yes. That's so dope. You know, this is Stacks talking to you. This is Pink Panther. I don't know where you at listening or watching. But I'm going to be at one with your music, I promise you. I promise you. Sprint just be playing around with my they play around with my Wi-Fi and I can't get on like I need to. So if somebody is an avid Sprint customer, please tell me what I need to do so that I can be on all the time. It's killing me. I want to hear the music. I like that. That Muhammad Ali. Yeah. That Muhammad Ali. Hey.
Listen, we are here. I am your girl Cotton Candy.
And I am the Pink Panther.
We got Ill Flow of Ill Flicks in the building. Camera.
Yeah.
We got the best DJ in the world, DJ Top 10.
You know.
This is sound effects.
That's how he does that. You know how we do. So live, we have in the building
Royalty.
Royalty. Come closer to the microphone.
Let's get it.
Here.
Let's do it.
King Natural is in the building.
Peace.
What's
Peace.
going on?
You
see how he just answered to that?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a king. You know what I'm saying?
King Natural is in the building.
Yeah, I'm the king. And I'm with some queens, you know, and I just wanted to say thank y'all for always showing love, not only to me, but to all the artists out there, you know, and I know y'all artists too. And a lot of times people try to keep the platform for themselves and not share it, you know. So I always salute y'all for sharing the platform, and that's love, you know.
Aww, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna get right to it because you know, we are. If anyone's looking at us on the, our cable show or the YouTube channel, I'm holding this for the Instagram Live. Yeah. But listen, I want the people to know a little bit about you. You are not a stranger to the Air It Out show.
No.
You have been a part of the Air It Out show family for at least 6 or 7 years.
Yes.
We first met you several years ago when you guys were doing a little film called
Bullets Over Brownsville.
Bullets Over Brownsville.
Yes. Yes.
Holding down Brooklyn.
You already know. Yeah.
Stacks, we were at the SAR FM radio.
I do remember that.
Yeah, Harlem.
Yes.
Harlem. Yeah. I was just thinking about that walking here, like, yo.
Doing our thing there.
Yeah. Y'all grown tremendously though, you know.
We have. We grown
TV,
now.
radio, you know, y'all doing your thing. I like it. I love it.
We trying.
Hey, y'all doing it.
We're super excited. We have a DJ.
I see.
DJ Top 10. Back in those days, we had to burn our own CDs. We had mad viruses on our computer. But now we're here. It's all about what you got going on now.
Oh man, I'm blessed.
All right, so let's get right to it. You just recently took a trip to...
Yeah, I was just in Kemet, right? Y'all might know it as Egypt, you know, from Cairo to Luxor to seeing the pyramids and, you know, just touching down in Africa is a beautiful thing.
How does it feel just to be a part of all of that earthly history?
You know, for me, I experienced it in so many different ways. Sometimes it was just on the physical plane, just being there. It was like, wow, I always dreamt of this. And for it to finally happen, you know, it was a blessing. But then as I'm going through my journey on a spiritual tip, you know, the Creator was just talking to me in so many different ways and, you know, really making me thankful that I was able to be there and showing me that, you know, this is a platform that I had to share with other people. So I try to utilize social media and other things to show pictures and send video and just to show people that it's possible, especially people from situations like me, meaning, you know, from these urban neighborhoods where people say this could never happen for you, you know, and I'm blessed to be able to do it, and I just want people to know they could do it too, you know, and it's just about having your priorities, like what's a priority to you, you know, and this is one of the best things that happened to me because it opened me up to all the things that I knew in my spirit that was real. It showed and proved that it was, like just looking on the walls, you know, in the temples and, you know, seeing yourself, seeing your ancient self. You know, I saw people on the walls that looked like each one of us in here, you know, and that was the beautiful thing. So, yeah, when they call me, King Natural, I salute that. I thank that, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that because I see myself as a king now. I've always seen myself as a king, but just being there opened me up to like, yo, no, really, you a king. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no okie dokie stuff, you know what I mean? This real. And we all kings and queens, you know? So we, you know, my thing right now is to elevate and rise above that. You know, these stereotypes of these images and names that they call us that's beyond king or God or pharaoh or whatever the highest attributes are. I'm trying to get away from like the nigga, the bitch, to this, to that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to deal within your lower self, you know? So I just want to walk in a higher consciousness.
I love it. I love it. I think that is amazing. And I love the fact that you, off camera, when I greeted Natural, we talked about his trip to Egypt, and I was saying that he's the third person that I know within 30 days that has been to Egypt, which I think is amazing. Mm-hmm. And he said that he wants to be someone that I guess that works as a guide for people that are coming out to definitely. Egypt. I mean, you know,
2018 is going down.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, you're going.
All right.
You're going. I mean, this is what it is.
No,
I mean, look,
I want to go because I think that that's going to really be amazing.
Look, it's going to be an authentic experience. At some point, and I realized this when I was there, a lot of us wanted to identify, you know, with Egypt and all these great things, right? And then they try to tell us that we did not create that stuff, that somebody other than ourselves or try to make us think like we some slaves that did this and that and the other. And then when you go there, you see that, no, you are connected to this. This is you. It's inside you. It resonates with you, right? And then I also went to Nubia and other places within Egypt, and I'm just like, yo, this is ours, you know what I mean? And I can't be tricked no more. And I'm here to tell people, like, don't be tricked. Don't believe the hype. Believe within yourself, and you're going to go too. And you could go with me.
All right. Nice. I think you should plan a trip.
Oh, it's going down.
Seriously.
No, this is done.
Yeah,
this is done.
It's done?
Look,
okay, so now we need dates.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I gotta save some coins.
and I
want to see stuff.
Yeah, no. and you're gonna want to spend money, and like you want to go on the Nile River, and you want to like there's so many things to do, you know, and that's why it has to be planned well. And also I'm gonna have the responsibility on me to make sure that people are having a great time, safe, and also getting an authentic experience, you know. And everybody's experience is going to be different, but I'm sure it's going to be a blessed experience regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, which brings us to, I know that you have an actual trip planning thing going on for 2018.
Yes.
Where you're going to actually, formulate a plan and have people go about going with you.
Yes.
Now, are you going to set it? How are you going to begin the process of bringing people with you?
Well, the first process was going. You know what I'm saying? And once I saw that it was possible, and shout out to Yoga Skills, and I also went for comedic yoga training, right, to become a comedic yoga teacher. And I did that for a couple of reasons. One was to find ways to coping with stresses and different things that's going on in my life, because I'm a hustler, I'm a go-getter, I'm gonna make it happen, right?
That's
But
right.
at the same time, you have to take those moments to heal yourself. Take time to breathe, take time to meditate, take time to work on yourself, right? So this was also about self-exploration, but at the same time, it was also showing me that, this is possible, because I've been traveling a lot, especially within this year. I've been to 7 countries, right? And I'm so glad I ended it with Egypt, because it just showed me now this is where I needed to bring the people first,
right.
And then maybe Morocco, and then Thailand, and so many places I've been, Haiti, and even DR or whatever, Jamaica, right? But this is where I need to bring the people first, because this is the place where you get to see yourself written on the walls, and I think it's going to touch people. So I am formulating a plan to bring people, but the next thing is figuring out, like you said, money. How do people get there on tight budgets, and how do people get there and have money to spend? And so that's the thing I'm working on now. I'm speaking to some elders about it. I'm asking for guidance. I already contacted some companies, so it's going down.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a difference with the currency?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a big difference with the currency. Our money is worth more. It's about 17. So like one of our dollars is worth about 17 of theirs.
Wow.
And this is their money right here. And I walked away with some of it because I said, you know what? I'm coming back to spend it. You know what I mean? And I'm coming back to bring people back with it. These are pounds and Egyptian pounds. So yeah. You can also use American dollars, and I'll say my thing is this: you want to also give to the people, especially we out there taking pictures and different things. So I say make sure you have a couple of their pounds in order to, bless people, and then have your American dollars to spend. And also, when you get out there, it's going to be so many ways. Like, everybody's hungry and thirsty out there, but you're going to learn the truth about hustling. Yeah. Like, I was out there, like, they don't stop. Like, it don't matter if you say no, this, that, this. They on you like, brother, brother, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, it really humbled me, but at the same time, it was like, you're not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not selling enough. I'm not making enough moves. Like, people out here are really thirsty, and I have the opportunity, to make some things happen and get paper. And more than get paper, though, I got an opportunity to make a difference. So I want to utilize that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Super excited.
Yeah.
I done my earphones, everything that just went. He pulled out the money from Egypt. I was like, whoa, let me see what's going on. Everything
Let me find out it looks familiar.
fell apart. I was like, wait, it looks familiar from the motherland, right? I was like, wait a minute. Now, before I know, our show is from 11 to 12,
Right.
but we're also gonna have a brief little synopsis after the radio show, maybe like 5 minutes, if we can convince Ilflo to just hang out for 5 minutes. But what we're gonna do now is basically talk about your book. You have a book coming out.
Exploring the African diaspora, right?
Yes.
So,
That's you?
this is me, and I've been working on this book. I've been working on this book for about a year. The first installment is my trip to Bahia, Brazil, and I was able to connect with my people out there and explore the culture and realize that, like, we one people. So as I went to Bahia, Brazil, I saw that, like, they got here like us, got over there, through the slave trade. Right. So then that made me say, okay, let me go to Portugal and see what's really good, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to go to Portugal this year and, do a piece on that and bring it all back. So now I'm putting the book out. I wanted to have it out for December, but that didn't work out because of my travels and also the funding, like, none of this stuff is free for me.
Right.
And so I always have to figure out creative ways to make it happen. And now the book is coming out. I'm looking at putting it out in January. But I'm just looking for people to tell me like, yo, we definitely do want this. We're gonna support it. And the reason being is like the funds. You know, it just take money to make money. But at the same time, for me, I want to get the message out. So also, I'm gonna do something where people could get it in a way where they can afford it. And I'm figuring that out now too, a skillful way. So if you have this amount of money and you want to spend, spend it. And if you don't have this amount of money but you want the book, I want to make it available to you too. So these are things that I'm working on, and that's why the delay has been. Plus, I was in college. I just graduated, with my bachelor's after 20 years of being on a little hiatus and following my dreams. I just added another component, to my arsenal. So when I'm coming blazing. And they're not going to be able to tell me nothing. Like, nobody's going to be able to tell me no, or you can't do this or that, because I'm showing and proving that I can on my own. Right now, I'm just getting the teams together, from different places. And when we come, we're coming strong. I'm not coming by myself. You see me by myself, but I'm not alone.
Never. Listen, for those of you who are just now tuning in, this is Natural Langdon. He is here straight off the plane, right back to his homeland of Brooklyn. He is here. Listen, if you need to get in contact with Natural, how can you do that?
Hit me up. All social media is Natural Langdon. So that's at Facebook or Instagram, and I have a website, naturallangdon.com, where you can see my work. You're going to be able to purchase my book from there. I'm also doing self-distribution and self-publishing, so this was also a platform for me to test this out. So this is the first book, but not the last.
Right. I think that is so beautifully natural.
Thank you.
I'm really proud of you. I'm inspired, and I feel all your positive energy. So thank you for being here, being in the room, and taking this trip, and letting people know that it is possible, to elevate to the next level. And to me, I think it's great that you went back to school and got your bachelor's. It doesn't matter how many years it took you, because a lot of times we go to school, right, and we go and we study and we think that we want to be this, we think we want to be that, and then we're here and we're stuck in these damn jobs that we hate. So the fact that you took your time and said, you know what, this is what I want to do, and like depending on whatever it is that you want to teach, you could actually be a professor and teach about history and traveling and sharing what you've learned, and that'll encourage more people to travel and learn about themselves.
That's the blessing. I was teaching and I'm traveling around the world and showing kids how to utilize these cameras and trying to inspire them, and I realized like, something was missing with me, right? And it wasn't like getting a degree and all that. What it was I needed to finish what I started.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was important to me. Also, that was important to my moms. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to show my mother, my sisters, my brother, my children that you can do what you need to do, and you can also do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about doing what I want to do, but I'm also about doing what I have to do, right? In order to do what I want to do, I have to do what I have to do.
Right. People don't understand.
They don't want to put the work in.
The process.
They don't want to work.
Of
you know
course.
what I'm saying?
Needs come before wants.
Yeah.
That's a simple way to put it.
I just wanted to say this too. This is a time, right, where this is the holiday season. People have lost people. People are going through a lot of stress. People are trying to figure out how they're gonna get their kids gifts and all that. I just wanted to say, look. Take your time. The Creator loves you. I love you. And, you're not alone. If you feel like you're stressed or you need somebody to talk to, find somebody. I just want to say, like, keep your head up, stay strong, and find the truth within yourself. One love.
Yes, Natural.
Listen, y'all, for those of you who are looking to see some of the footage that he has from all of his wonderful trips, we're going to put that in the atmosphere, because we'll be seeing your tourist show, your channel soon in the near future, as well as your show and all the footage that you've collected over the time that you've been to all these different places. So we're wishing you best of, not luck, but best of, yes, it's going to happen, and we will see you.
I appreciate y'all so much. I'm so grateful to y'all, because like I said, y'all sharing your platform, and it's another thing. When people have a platform, look to help somebody else, right? And that takes you away from all the stress and all the things that you're dealing with. If you're feeling stressed, go help somebody else. Go do something for somebody else. And I promise you, you're going to feel better, and more great things are going to happen for you in your life.
Listen, we have GG40S, go get it on the check-in. Hasman, Doze the drummer. Everybody sending you love. Listen, with that said, Natural Langdon, you have been aired out.
I feel it. One love.
Welcome to the Air It Out show. Pink Panther, Cotton Candy taking over your radio.
now tuned into the Air It Out show. From R&B to movies, yeah, we got all the
Yes,
info.
it's Liz Cherry telling you the word. Air it out, girls, giving shout outs to those who deserve. It's the Air It Out show.